Hey everybody, Sentai 5 here, and welcome to my review of the Shodo Super Choju Sentai Liveman Set. This is probably one of my most anticipated sets that they've done in this line, and I'm really excited because this is my favorite 80s Sentai and just one of my favorite Sentai of all time in general. So let's just take a look at the packaging real quick and open this bad boy up. So I'm gonna go sticker these up real quick and I'll be back before you know it. Okay, so here's the team all stickered up with their weapons ready and they look absolutely gorgeous. And I'm telling you, it's not because of my bias towards these suits. It's just I don't know, something about the Liveman designs have always been so aesthetically pleasing to me with their suits. So, I mean, yeah, these just really do it, and I think they translate very well in action figure form. This is something I've always wanted since I was about 12 years old when I first watched Liveman as a series. So I'm finally glad I get that chance 17 years later. Each figure is about 4 inches tall, and unfortunately they're not the same size as the Yudo figures in Change Heroes. Those are about a ½ inch taller, around 4.5 inches. But when you put them next to each other, it's a really significant difference, not just because of the height change, but also because the proportions are basically night and day. It's really noticeable when you put them together. Unfortunately, I didn't sticker the Live Blasters and I left them on the trees for this review, so that's just a fair warning right there. Each Ranger also comes with a ton of different hand options also, most of which I left on the trees. Some of them I used for specific poses. Alright, so let's get into it. We're going to start off with Red Falcon and take a look at him 360 all stickered up. His helmet came out beautifully just like the rest of the team, and it can rotate around 360, and it is double jointed at the neck. For the arm articulation, it can move in and out and can rotate all around 360. Has a bicep swivel. Can bend at the elbows and rotate at the wrists. The legs can go in and out about that far, as well as forwards and backwards that far. It can bend at the knee, rotate all around at the feet, and also has a thigh swivel. He also has a double jointed ab crunch, which is really nice, especially when you want to get certain poses down. And his hip joints can move a little bit on their own. Here's a look at his Falcon sword, all stickered up. Next we have his Falcon saber, all stickered up. And then we also have the Falcon saber hilt, so that it can combine to form the triple bazooka. And that's pretty much it. Next up is Blue Dolphin, starting off with the 360 view, all stickered up. I think the blue came out really nice on this figure, especially how it has that very deep blue look, and it still pops out as well, especially on camera. Her arm articulation is the exact same as the male figures. As for leg articulation, it's definitely hindered, obviously, because of her skirt. But her skirt pieces do come off. Here's a look at her Dolphin arrow, and the only sticker on this is for the Liveman team symbol right in the middle. Moving on to Yellow Lion next. Here's a 360 look at him, all stickered up. And I'm not going to go over the articulation for the rest of the figures because they're the exact same articulation as Red Falcon, so it'd just be redundant at this point. Here's a look at his line Bazooka, all stickered up very nicely. And he also comes with the line punch, which is really nice. And unfortunately, it only fits in the right hand and not the left hand. There's different sized holes for each one. Next is Black Bison, and we're going to take a look at him 360, all stickered up. Here's a look at his Bison rod, all stickered up, and unfortunately I screwed up on one of the stickers. I had a really big sneeze and the sticker stuck onto something else and I took it off and it just ripped into pieces by accident. Finally, last but not least, is Green Sai. For those who don't know, Sai means Rhino in Japanese. And here's a look at him 360, all stickered up. Here's a look at the Sai cutters, all stickered up front and back. And on the back of them there's a hole that can fit into a special set of hands that he comes with that have pegs, so that he can obviously hold them. He also comes with his alternate set of Sai cutters, which I didn't sticker up or even take off the tree for this review. Now we're going to form the triple bazooka. There's a special little piece that attaches to the bottom of the line bazooka, which is essential to attach the Dolphin arrow. Next, attach the Falcon saber hilt to the top. And finally, attach the Dolphin arrow to the bottom. And here's the team attempting to hold the triple bazooka, and it looks really nice. It really does. And the last weapon we're going to look at, one of my personal favorites, the Biomotion Buster. It looks phenomenal all stickered up. I really like the sticker for the targeting screen. It looks really well done. And what's really nice about this is that it can move in and out just like in the show. And you already know I had to pose the entire team with it. So my final thoughts are overall very positive on this set. The Shodo Supers aren't really necessarily for every collector. They're candy toys, so because of that, there's a ton of stickers, especially for the price that you're paying. It might not even be worth the hassle if you don't have the patience and time to really put all the stickers on the weapons and the figures themselves. But these sets are really packed with a lot of accessories, especially with the different hand options and almost virtually every single weapon they use in the show, which is really nice because it feels like you really do get your money's worth. But like I said, the only major drawback is the stickers because they fall under the candy toy category. Also, the scale might be off-putting to a lot of people as well because they're really tiny compared to what you're paying for. And I know some people, actually a lot of people, prefer like the regular 5 to 6 inch typical action figure scale, so these are much shorter. That being said, I do think it's definitely worth checking out at least one of these sets somewhere down the line. And you never know, they might end up making one of your favorite Sentai because of how frequent these releases are starting to become. So that's always something to look out for as well. But that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you all next time.